The RV Show USA is brought to you by Rockwood, building better RVs, making smarter RVers.
All right, but to start us off, I thought we'd talk a little bit about how some folks are doing during this safe distancing situation. In particular, how a husband and wife with their 5 kids manage to get along without when they're killing time without killing each other. On our guest line is our friend Cannon Combs. Cannon is from RV Station in Texas. They are sponsors of our live streams, and I mention pretty much every week here on the show. Cannon, welcome to the program.
Hey, buddy. Different time. Kind of crazy out there, isn't it?
What is the last month?
You guys think it's crazy out there? You should be locked in your house with 5 children.
Do you have more respect for your wife now, Cannon, after you've been on lockdown?
Man, I got to tell you, I have more respect for every teacher that ever has to go to school from 8 to 3:30 and deal, in the 2nd grade, kindergarten, 4th grade, 6th grade, my 9th grader. I mean, I have to tell you, they're underpaid. We've always known they're underpaid and underappreciated. With 5 kids, you grow to appreciate them really. Very challenging. We're gonna start having Easter every day here at the Combs household. I'm gonna start putting eggs out every day just to get them out of the house for about an hour or two.
Run them outside.
It's crazy.
So your kids range in age from what to what?
5 to 14.
And what are they?
And they're all, so they're all homeschooling. So they're all literally on their computers. The schools send them home with computers, and mom sits and literally teaches them their lessons and goes through their lessons, each one of them individually. And on top of that, the Wi-Fi up here in these schools, because of all these kids are doing this, all the internet connections and everything is real slow. So they're very, very, very challenging times. Obviously, we're not feeling what a lot of people are feeling, and our thoughts and prayers go out to those people affected by this horrific virus, and we're continually praying for them. I mean, I can't even imagine what some people are going through, man. I just never thought I would see anything like this. It's horrible.
It is horrible.
Awful.
How are your kids taking it? I mean, do they? Maybe your 9th grader understands the magnitude of a little bit of what's going on, but what do you tell them? Are they nervous about it? Are they kind of like no big deal? How are they feeling about it?
I mean, to be honest with you, not even the 9th grader knows too much. Definitely the 4 boys, younger ones, they don't know. They know coronavirus. They know that it could be dangerous being out in the real world. We're in a time where we got to keep everybody safe. So we're all kind of in home shelter, but they don't know, that there's a lot of people dying, even though, they're in prayer every night and we're praying for people to get better. We don't want to put them through all that extra stress. So we tell them, we're just staying home to stay safe.
So
I don't want them stressing out.
In anything positive that's come out of this? Seriously, we talk about
I mean, it's amazing, the family time. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, you take little things for granted that are no longer taken for granted. I mean, I think it's a great time to really, you joke about my wife and I mean, coming out of this on the other side, and we've been through a lot, obviously being married 15 years and 5 children and the business, growing the business. We've been through a lot, but this is a huge test, and we're making it just fine. But you learn a lot about people when you're locked up in the same house with them for this long, and they're not going to school. But a lot of love, man. I see a lot of connections between the kids that I didn't see before. They're starting to really understand each other more, love each other more, and I see the bigger ones helping the younger ones with the school. I mean, my 9th grader was helping the 1st grader today. It was awesome. I walked around a corner, and she's literally helping them through the lesson.
Wow.
And it's very bonding. It's very, very, very bonding. And it's the same with the company. I mean,
I was going to ask you about that, about what's the attitude like at RV Station, because, I mean, are the people, your employees, everybody's on guard, but is it shut down, or tell me what's going on?
No, I mean, we're actually selling some RVs. We're being very careful. We're being very careful, obviously, for our customers. We're being very, very careful for our employees. We're just doing the things that everybody needs to do. We're trying to keep social distancing, just using common sense and logic. If you're reading the news, you know what to do and what not to do. If there's coughing and sneezing, look, we are very aware of our surroundings. We're making our employees aware of our surroundings, and we're being extra careful. We are open. We have a lot of people actually bringing their stuff in because I'm advertising service is a great time right now. But we are actually selling RVs.
Really?
Oh yeah. It's spotty. I've got a couple locations that are slower for sure, and then there's some that they're a little bit slower, but some are doing okay.
What are your thoughts, Cannon, when we get through this? Because I've heard some predictions by some people that say the RV the new sales are going to drop just precipitously. Terrible. I see a different picture when we get through the other side of this. I see more people are reevaluating where they are in their life, and they want to start living now. What do you think is going to happen with the RV industry?
I mean, you've heard me say it before on the show, but I've kind of just said it a second ago about being kind of cooped up in our house. Look, there's nothing like family knitting time. There's nothing like that time to be able to go and spend absolute quality time. I mean, personally, because of the airlines and the hotels, people are still going to travel. I think the other side of this is just going to be absolutely stupid. I mean, I think we're going to see sales spike immensely. I mean, I can't even tell you. I mean, the fact that we're slowing down for sure. Mm-hmm. But the fact that we're not just dead and people are still irking to get out there and go camping, I think on the other side of this, I think it's going to boom. I think a lot of people that got this cabin fever want to get out and start doing some camping.
I agree with you. I mean, I know that this is we are in some dark times right now. We can't see the end yet, but this too, as they say, shall pass, and things are going to get better. And I feel really very optimistic about what lies in our future. So
we do too.
Well, anyway, listen, I'm going to let you scoot. We're about up to the break. I wanted to check on the Combs family. Give all the kids a squeeze for me, and we'll talk to you soon, all right?
We appreciate you guys. You guys stay safe, okay?
All right, you take care. There you go, folks. Cannon Combs. He's a good man right there. He really is. I love hearing hope in somebody's voice. And while the pandemic is real, it too, as I said, shall pass. I think we're going to all come out much better on the other end. At least I hope so. All right, let's see how much time we got. Oh, we don't have very much time. Still ahead, some recent news stories ripped from the pages of RVTravel.com. That's right. Update on how the interest in used RVs has changed over the past couple of months, or has it? Next up, do we have a RV manufacturer story for you? Yes, we do. Why does one leave so many in the dust? We're going to find out about it right here on the RV Show USA. Be right back.